Hallelujah, everybody. Hey, KZOOMers. So good to see you.
Yay.
And it's a very special KZOOM that we're preparing for Pesach, preparing for the journey to freedom. So maybe these practices that we'll do will help clear out some of the chametz, some of what we don't need anymore, what is keeping us from our freedom. And this, the name of this KZOOM is seeing with the eyes of love, and I want to sort of dig into the teachings around states of consciousness that allow us to see differently, or that shift our perception. And so as we are doing these practices, I want you to just notice, what shifts inside you, what's possible from here. And the KZOOM is inspired by these words from the Song of Songs that are part of this way of the lover seeing his beloved, and he says,
"Your breasts are two fawns, twins of a gazelle, pasturing among the lilies. Before the day blows on and the shadows flee, I will go myself to the mountain of myrrh, to the hill of frankincense. You are all beautiful, my friend. There is no blemish in you."
So the lover is seeing with the eyes of love and perceiving this perfection that is underlying, underneath all of the imperfection. The eyes of love see this perfection, and it doesn't mean that we don't see the imperfection or what is difficult, but it's a perception that holds the perception, really, and
it's all perfect
and yeah, and so that sense of that underlying perfection gives us some perspective, some resource, some connection to like the bigger picture as we, and it's through time and space as we move on our adventure, that we are embracing this larger reality, which is the place of of how perfect it all is unfolding, and at the same time we face challenges, and so I wanted to also dedicate this KZOOM to Maria, a friend of Marcy Ann, who asked if she could we could just remember her, who is in a difficult place right now, to send our KZOOM to her. And also to Judy, too, who is working through some important health crises right now. And to Judy Brown, who's usually here. But so I want to just send our love to both of them, and to maybe be able to see, even as we go through the challenge, that there's this perfection at the very same time. So these words really help me to tune into that, and I want to chant this, and we want to chant these words to open up to that dimension of this perfection, this reality, and it's in the Torah. The priests are meant to be perfect, and nobody's perfect, but it's a different kind of perfection, like the perfection that holds all of the imperfection, and it's a way of seeing the world. And so I want to just sort of see if we can take a journey to that place of seeing. Kulach yafa rayati, Kulach yafa rayati, Kulach yafa rayati. rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, kulach yafa rayati, moon main bach, moon main bach, kulach yafa rayati. So seeing through the eyes of love requires letting go of judgment or suspending judgment for a bit to be able to open up to kind of a wider perspective And I was thinking about when was I at moments in my life when I'm able to do that, to be able to see through the eyes of love, to sort of let go of my kind of rigid ideas of what's supposed to be, in order to take in what is. And I thought about this story that I wanted to read to you of. It's called Burnt Bagel Breakthrough, and it's a story of being
From Shepard's book.
in my book.
Are we there yet?
Walking up 7th Avenue in New York City on a sunny winter morning, pulling my suitcase toward Port Authority bus station. My mood was expansive, and I was feeling grateful for the leisure that would allow me to choose the quintessential New York breakfast place. I saw a sign that shouted, "Breakfast special, $3.45. Whoa. 2 eggs, toast, and home fries. And I knew that this was the place. I schlepped my suitcase to the back table and then waited online at the cafeteria-style counter while I watched a sweet, diligent, extended family of workers who I imagine were Guatemalan farmers transplanted to the city. They were flipping eggs and juggling plates in perfect communication with each other, their wide open faces concentrated on the task of feeding hundreds of busy tourists, office workers, and shopkeepers on their way to work. The young man behind the counter offered me a smile as he handed me my breakfast special. I had asked for a bagel and was looking forward to a real New York bagel. Living in New Mexico, I never could trust the bagels of the Southwest. What do they know from bagels? Well, the eggs were fine, the home fries plenty, but the bagel was burnt. I hesitated for just a second and then carried my tray back to the table. A little background here. I've always hated burnt toast. I always order carefully at restaurants. Lightly toasted, please, I demand as clearly and as nicely as I can. But this time, holding this burnt bagel, my whole life of wanting what I want, asking for what I want, and getting what I want comes into question. The me that likes some things and hates other things suddenly recedes, and I am quite simply grateful for the breakfast special that God, the universe, the Guatemalan family has made for me. I bless and eat this blackened bagel. I am fully present to receive its unique taste and texture. Suddenly, there is no judgment. All of my preferences are gone. It tastes exactly like a burnt bagel. But my whole story about what I like and how I like it is gone. With every bite, I think, this is so interesting. I feel so light, and I know that I have tasted freedom. So I also wanted to read this to you because we're moving into our journey to freedom. And what does freedom taste like? It tastes like
sometimes like a burnt bagel.
And freedom is being able to be, freedom from my reactivity, and sometimes that takes a much wider perspective, and it takes a letting go of that place in me that is sort of attached to the way I want it to be. And the burnt bagel is just a little thing, but sometimes it's much bigger than a burnt bagel and more of a spiritual challenge to be able to take in what is. This next practice that I want to do, it says, I lift my eyes. It's called I lift my eyes, and it says to you, enthroned in heaven, I lift my eyes. So when I lift my eyes, I am stepping into the God place and seeing the world and seeing my life from that much wider perspective. And it becomes a kind of the medicine to see the perfection. I kind of think about like what the moment when astronauts went to outer space and looked back at the planet and saw this perfect blue ball, and could see that perfection, and they were changed by it, and it became the image, really, of our liberation from being caught in the imperfections and the difficulties, to be able to lift our eyes and to be able to see ourselves from that place. So, so I want to do this as a practice of freedom, really, to be able to say, what is the difficulty that we are in, both personally and in the world, and might it be a different strategy to be able to lift our eyes, to be able to take in this wider perspective, both in time and space, so that we are not sunk by it, really, where we can really, kind of open up to the God view of it. For those who are shruting, it's a D and an A on this, and at the end of the chant, I invite you to see if you can open the eyes of your heart, to be able to feel like this has changed my perception. When we lift our eyes, and when I say those words to you, I'm talking about a mystery, of addressing a great mystery, and then being addressed by that great mystery.
Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. To you, I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. Aylecha nasati et-aynai, hayoshvi bashamayim. To you, to you, to you, to you, to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my eyes to you. I lift my
Seeing with the eyes of love, I realize what it requires is that I find an inner joy, and to be able to be in that state where I'm in touch with that inner joy is really what opens up those eyes of love. Brother Steinderast says that whatever life gives you, you can respond with joy. Joy is the happiness that does not depend on what happens, is the grateful response to the opportunity that life offers you at this moment. So every moment there is this opportunity to, to open up, those eyes of the heart, to be able to see without judgment, to take in the larger thing, scene. Even when, and I was thinking about it, even when it's not going your way. And I was thinking about this teaching from Miranda McPherson that says it is natural to prefer things to go your way, yet joy is not of the personality, nor is it circumstance dependent. Way more than just keeping a positive attitude. Deeper than a wave of happiness, joy is the radiant tone of your deep heart itself. Since it is emerging from your pure being, which is timeless, changeless, and unshakable in nature, it is possible to be joyful even when tremendous suffering is to be borne. The ticket price to feeling the full spectrum of your experience, the beauty and the horrors, and giving it all welcome in your heart. So it feels like, cultivating that inner joy is what's going to allow me not to be reactive in this world, not to be a slave to or a victim of this world, no matter what is happening. And I was thinking about like a practice that really reminds me to return to that place in each moment that I need to turn away from, because there's this kind of a pull of like the consensus reality. There's a pull of that pulls us into the place of everything's wrong, really, and we can miss the perfection because of it. And so I think this next practice I want to do, called turning, it says turn away from evil, and I'm talking, one of the ways, the measures that I think of between good and evil, not as absolutes, but Ra is what drains me of energy, and Tov is what gives me energy. I'm gonna close that. And so I'm in this place of discerning of what is it that's gonna give me energy, and what is gonna drain it. And so when I say Sur Me Ra, I want to turn away from that draining place that actually kind of enslaves me in my own reactivity. And the way that I do that is by asay tov, by doing something good, by turning towards goodness, but not just goodness to look at it, but an actual goodness that's flowing through me. And it feels like the way that the world is now, I could feel really like a victim of it, or I could say, oh, what's my little part in the whole scheme of things? What can I do? And whatever I do, it might be very, very little, but if I connect myself with all of the other do-gooders, helpers, if I connect myself, then I'm part of a much larger field of goodness, of asay tov. And then this chant, this Psalm 34, it says, Bakeysh, shalom. It's like I am seeking peace, wholeness. v-rad-fayhu. I get a bead on it, and then I want to go after it. I want to find that wholeness in myself and in the world. So I think this chant kind of says it all. It's such a all-inclusive kind of direction that says, okay, I'm going to turn away from that which is doing damage to my soul. I'm going to just like do my little piece of the work. I'm going to seek wholeness both inside me and in the world, and be on that path of going after it, like getting a little glimpse and then going for it. Yeah.
For the good.
What?
For the good.
For the good, yeah. And if I put this in the context of like our journey to freedom, that it feels like that inner freedom is what's going to allow us to create the outer freedom in the world. And as long as we are trapped in our own reactivity, we're not going to be very effective in creating freedom for others either. So let's see if we can feel that impulse in us to turn away and to turn towards that wholeness, we'll say. And and if you feel like actually making the movements with it. Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Sunmeira, 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 va-asai, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu, Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Sur meira, sur meira, sur meira, va-asai. Shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Sur meira, sur meira, sur meira, va-asai. Sur meira. Shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Once more. Sur meira, sur meira, sur meira, va-asai. Shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. Bakeysh shalom, v-rad-fayhu. So this world that we're in sometimes feels like a car wreck, a train wreck. But it's, like kind of riveting sometimes, of like now what's going to happen, kind of, and we get sort of pulled in, and there are moments we just have to turn away in order to find our center to know how we fit into it all, and to be able to be part of this field of goodness, really. So, and I think it really feels like that inner joy is so important to our freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I learned something about inner joy when I had a chance to swim with the sea lions in the Galapagos,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked me this question, really, and it was a kind of a wild sea, and we were playing and playing and playing, and I got back onto the boat, and I heard this question that was, the sea lions, they know the Psalms,
They live 'em.
They're living them. And they asked me this question, and they said, who is the one with a passion for life, loving every day, seeing the good? And I think not only seeing the good, but even looking for the good. And there was such a feeling in me of like, oh, I want to be that one. I want to volunteer for that job, and to be able to stay connected to my passion for life, and find my love every day, and then to be able to see through the eyes of love, to be able to see the good. And I do think about my father when I chant this chant, because he didn't have an unkind word for anybody. He had that gentleness to him, and I think I learned something from his example. But so this is really, I love when there's a question in Torah, because we want to be able to receive the question and really find our response. Are we ready to be that one? And to hear it as a question. And I think it feels like what the world needs right now is to have is to be able to see through the eyes of love, and to be able to call forth the goodness that is sometimes buried under layers and layers of dysfunction, and that there's goodness there. And I want to take a moment to just to look around the KZOOM room and see the goodness here in each of us, so that we join our goodnesses to each other. Each of us doing our asay tov, our little good thing that we do, but that we're doing it in concert, in connection with each other, and by you seeing me and me seeing you, we come into our authentic self through that seeing that of the goodness. Jill, it's so good to see you. Yay. I mean, it's good to see everybody, but I just hadn't seen Jill in a long time. So, for those who are shooting, it's an E and A. And so I want to see if this question might open up the place of inner joy that doesn't depend on, the happiness that doesn't depend on what happens. It's something of that deeply inside you, and it's going to allow you to see through the eyes of love. Mi hayish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim lirot, Ohev yomim lirot. hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto, Ohev yomim liroto, mi-aish hechafetz Chayyim, Ohev yomim liroto. Who is the one that has a passion for life? Loving, wait. Loving every day, seeing the good.
Me.
Anyone want to volunteer for that job? Yes.
Yes. Sea lion is our
teacher.
Our teacher, our animal teacher.
Well, we have lots of teachers for
Yes.
that, but
Yeah, dolphins.
so you know, one of the words for chanting, lizamer, also has the roots of it in lizamrot, which means to prune, which I think of like clearing away. It's kind of like the work of getting rid of chametz. So we with every repetition of the chant, we are pruning in order to grow more clearly. We are clearing away the chametz in order to find our authentic, free self, and to be able to take that journey from reactivity to wise response. That to me is the freedom, and that's what's going to save us all. So I'm going to stop the